Welcome everyone to another episode of the Will and Rock Podcast. Will, what we got in store for them today?
So UFC 220 just wrapped up.
Great card.
It was a tremendous card. Let's go ahead and get started. Whoever loses takes shots, as we all know. Last week, Rocky and I did the predictions, and let's start from the main card.
Let's start from the
all right. The first card was Thomas Almeida versus Rob Font. Which, by the way, bro, we're gonna have to kill that. Today.
We got to figure out shots,
but anyways, Thomas Almeida versus Rob Font was the first fight. I picked Rob Font. You picked Thomas Almeida. We knew somebody was gonna get knocked out. We just didn't know who was gonna get knocked out.
I will tell you, Font looked very sharp for this fight, man. Talk about putting a name in that weight class. He needed that. He needed that victory. Well, they both needed the victory. He just really did what he needed to do to win that fight.
Tremendous knockout by Font. But because he did win, and you picked Thomas Almeida, 1-0. Willie's up 1-0.
Oh, fuck.
Alright, the next fight was Gian Vellante versus Francimar Barroso. Damn, fuck that shit up.
Barroso.
Barroso, yeah. You happen to win that card. You picked Vellante.
And Vellante looked really good for that card as well.
Yeah, he did. He had a tremendous performance. Great win by Vellante. I wonder who they're gonna put him up with next. Not 100% sure.
I'm not 100% sure either, but he did a phenomenal job. Vellante did a phenomenal job to win that fight. Really dominated the fight. I'm glad I picked him. Take a shot, brother. One for one right now. Yes. 1 for 1.
Oof.
Next fight.
The next fight was Calvin Kattar versus Shane Burgos.
Oh,
I picked Calvin Kattar to win. You picked Burgos. Great fight. Overall, great fight. Kattar just had more pressure than Barroso, and tremendous win for him as well.
Yeah, but I've seen Barroso fight before, and he's been pretty good. This guy, whoever he was fighting, I've never heard of him before. Reason why I went with Burgos versus Kattar. That's what it was.
Right.
But great job for Kattar. Great. That was also a great fight.
I picked Kattar. You picked Burgos. You lose. You take another shot. Ugh. So 2-1. I'm winning. Okay, the second to last fight, Daniel Cormier versus Volkan Ozdemir.
That was easy because we both picked Daniel Cormier to win that fight.
Yeah, exactly how it went down is what I expected it from that card. There was no way in hell Volkan was going to win unless he knocked him out. I feel like Cormier has taken better shots. Is why we both picked Daniel Cormier, and so nobody loses. I mean, yeah, right. None of us to lose because we both picked the same person. So
we both, yeah.
Shots.
And by the way, we like you mentioned, we predict Daniel Cormier was going to win that fight.
Yeah.
No one in that division stands a chance. We called that out before.
Yeah.
John Jones is the only man that can beat Cormier in that weight class, and he's proven he did it twice.
Yeah.
But both times he got caught with steroids, which shows you the caliber of Daniel Cormier and how dominant he is. He's going to be on that weight class for years to come.
Yep, I agree with you 100%.
All right, main event.
Main event. We got Stipe Miocic, as we know, fighting versus Francis Gano. This was a very interesting card, right? Francis Gano is known like he's like one of those like star figures right now. At least that's what the UFC was pushing for him to be. It turned out he lost the fight. Now, a lot of people have been saying, like, his performance was weak. Francis' performance was weak. People now know what to do when they fight him next time. He's no longer going to have that streak that he had going for him. Don't get it twisted. This guy still has the hardest punch in the UFC. I think he needs to train a little more wrestling. nobody could take him down, there's nobody that's going to outstrike him. All he needs is that one shot to knock you out. Yes, he did lose, but it was a decision. It was a dominant performance by Stipe Miocic. What a great champion he is.
So I had Stipe winning this fight,
right?
And I knew that Hart was going to win in that fight. I called that out. I didn't see no one. I really don't see no one beating Stipe in that weight class. It needs to be somebody who's more agile. And I'm curious if he does fight versus Verdum, which is the most decorated fighter, I think, in that weight class, if you think about it, because not only does he has great stand-up, but he's the best jiu-jitsu big man in the game.
Right.
He outworked Francis. Francis now looks beatable.
Yeah.
Anybody who wants to step up and take a fight with Francis to really make a name for themselves in that weight class, because at the end of the day, he's still a force to be reckoned with, and he's still going to sell out the next fight because people want to see him fight. Yeah. This is the time to do it. You have a blueprint of how to beat him. Stipe said it for you already. You could go out there and execute it and try to make a name for yourself. Just don't get caught.
Don't get caught. And that's a big question mark. I had Francis because I felt like Stipe Miocic was going to stand and bang with him, and all Francis needed was that one punch. So I believed that Francis was going to get it done. He unfortunately got dominated, although Francis did have him a little, he was rocking a little bit. So unfortunately, he lost. You pick Stipe, I pick Francis. I lose in this case. I'll take the shot.
All right,
that's a wrap. Close that shit.
Yo, 2-2, man. 2-2. We were up. I'm still up. No. Did we tie? Oh, I'm up by 1.
What was that? No. We were tied 2-2.
Oh, and this one seals it.
So
we're still tied.
3-3.
All right, guys. Well, that's a wrap. Follow us on Instagram on the Will and Rock Podcast. Follow us on Twitter on The Will and Rock.
Yeah.
And then follow us. Where else? What am I missing?
YouTube. Our YouTube page. The Will and Rock Podcast. Subscribe. Send comments. Any questions? We'll get back to you the next time we do the podcast. Anyways,
peace, guys.
Peace.